Hello and welcome back. Welcome to my channel. My name is Pete. You're watching PeteJCooper, the model builder. And this is part 2 of issue 3 of the Ecto build, as you saw in the description. And we're going on with that build, and we're building the engine. This is, of course, built by Hero Collectors. Check their website. Their Hero Collector is under the Eaglemoss brand. They have a website for England. They have a website for Europe. So check out whether the website on which part of the world you are on. There are quite a few websites. Ecto 1 is a really nice, very large build, I do warn you. 80 centimeters and very heavy. I do warn you. Can't remember. I knew what the amount of kilos was, but it's pretty heavy. So if you're going to put it somewhere, make sure that that is strong enough to hold it. For the moment, I'm on issue 5 and 6, so I'm nowhere near the end, but I'm going to enjoy it all the way. And have a look around if you want to do this. Look at the website. If you do not like what Eaglemoss is doing, have a look around. If you don't like it too much and you want to do some extra stuff, maybe you want to do it yourself. Model Mod does a few things, and Mike Lane does a few things as well. Have a look at them, and they are pretty darn nice. So you might like that, and you might not like it. You can do it yourself if you're that good of a hobbyist. I'm not, so I need to spend a little bit of money on them to do things. I've got for this Ecto, I've got the power mod, and I will be looking at that strobe mod that they are working on. I would love to see that coming. It is signposted on their website as that it's coming, so they're still developing it. Have a look at myecto1.com. He is somebody who does builds by pictures, and he has that strobe mod done to show the world. So have a look at that. We are going on with this build, and let's get building. These are the 2 stages we will be doing. It's all to do with the gear and part of the engine. Transmission and engine you assemble, and it fit the gearbox and bell housing. So gearbox and bell housing, and this is the, I'm reading upside down, the left gear block, cylinder head and exhaust manifold. So those are the parts that you see there. Let's go straight to 5. So these are the parts. We're going to be putting them together, and we're going to start with the bell housing and that bracket. We're going to put that on top, and we're going to put 2 DMs in there. That is one, that bracket is in there. Now we're going to get that part out, and we are going to put the longer one of the 2, because we used the shorter one already, right on this part here. And that's good because you cannot orientate it in a different way. And we're going to put the same DMs in there as well. This is a tip I got from somebody else. Due to there being a lot of paint in there, when you put the screws in, these screws in, put force on it straight away. This is the best way to get that screw in there. Because they're self-tapping. That looks great. Now, those are in. We'll be holding that like so, and we're putting it in like that, having that orientated like so. And we're going to put 3 EMs in there. And we need a bit of oil on it. So put the pressure on straight away and twist until you feel that is in properly. And that is what you have when you're done with that part. And now we're going to get the part in with those long towers in there, more or less. So you're holding it like that, and that is to the opposite side of that. And this is a DM. We've got quite some extra screws here. So we're putting it in like so. Oh, the trick that I told you earlier, or the tip that I told you earlier, is a little hard here, because it's hard to hold, but keep the pressure on. Did a little wobble check there. These are gonna align like so, and then we're gonna put 2 EM screws in there. These hero collectors are really nice. We've got quite a few spares here. Let's put that last one in, and we've got one more thing to do. Okay, if you look at that, there's that little lug there. There's a hole for that there as well. So you see that notch that is there is pointing that way. See? That's the only way you want to fit it, because the other way around it will not fit neatly. So more or less there's no other way to do it. Well, it's not more or less, there is no other way to do it. We are going to secure that with an EM on top, in there. There you go. Now, I've got a little bit of a mod to do. It doesn't look too nice now, but the excess paint I will take away when it's dried. It's pretty darn easy paint to take out. Sorry. So I will leave that to dry and do a little bit of modding, a bit more modding on that. Okay, these are the parts. Stage number 6, as you can see. These are plastic, these are metal. We've got 3 different kinds of screws, AP, BP, and DM. And the last one are, of course, screwing into metal, into those little parts there. So we're going to start with that one. And this one is going to go in there. And we're going to screw those DMs in there. Let's get that screwdriver out. Tip always to use oil. That just works a treat. Now let's put the other part in. That is screwing in nicely with that oil. So next part is putting that on. I'm gonna do it like how I feel it should be, and that is like so. The longer part of the two is moving to the other side of the engine, and we're gonna put a DM in that. So we're gonna put a little bit of oil on the tip of it, and then we're gonna screw it in. It's not completely clear. I looked into the description to see whether or not they are saying which side it goes where. But if you look at how that is orientated, this plastic thing is to that side, to more or less to the left hand side of this little part, and then that notch or that piece of metal is there. So that would be the most logical way to put it. The other way around, it would be sitting inside of that engine part there. So that's not very logical. Okay, now we are going to put that dipstick in. That went there a little bit easy to my taste, but it's staying. So that is in there. Now we're going to take that part and shove the exhaust in there. There is a orientation lock there, so you cannot put it in any other way, and it shows as well that that is supposed to be in a certain way, so you cannot do it any other way, like so. There's a large L there, and we're going to put some screws in there. And what are they? The AP. If I look at my Eaglemoss Back to the Future DeLorean build, I've got a lot of AP screw as well, but I checked it already. It's not the same thing. Then that little bracket fits into that one, but nothing is holding it until that Cadillac thing comes in there. There is a little notch there that makes room for that part, so we put that in there, hold it like so. Here you hear it get in there properly. Some more APs, or is this BP now? These are the Bs, and it's plastic, so no need for oil, but you do need to be careful when you screw those in, because it is into plastic. This is looking a very nice build as far as we are now. I love it, but I would like some more issues to build, and I am a 12-month subscriber, so I pay in advance. So I sent them an email asking whether or not I can have some more issues or more frequently shipped out to me. I've done that today, so I can't tell you what the answer is. I will be modding or putting some paint on that as well, like I've done with the bell housing and gearbox. I was thinking of doing the Cadillac as well, but that's pretty darn hard to do. But I will have a look, and we're going to put those two together. You're putting that dipstick right between those, between the engine and the exhaust manifold. Is it called that? I don't know. Keep that in place. And now we're going to put two screws, 1, 2, and those probably are the APs. And I was right. This is a pretty hard place to reach with my screwdriver, so I've got the IXO screwdriver, which works a treat. Long enough and nothing for my big hands, but it works. As you see, those two pieces are together, and we are going to get the bell housing and gearbox in. Yep. And what is that? That's a DM screw. And I thought we were having extra spares. Only the AP we have an extra spare. As always, it's going into metal as it's a DM screw. So we're going to... Oh, that goes in a treat. There you go. That is what we have of that engine. I've done a little bit of modding right there and right there. I will clean this up a little bit later on, but that is what it looks like right now, and that's the last part of this issue number 3, stage number 6. We've done stages 5 and 6 of the Ecto 1 build by the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 build by Hero Collectors. I'm really happy with this. As you saw, I went quite for a little bit of modding. I will have to clean a little bit of that modding up a bit, and it will look so much nicer. I will show you that next time when we go on with this Ecto build. I don't know when my next pack is coming, because this was the introduction pack. And I wrote them an email hoping to find out when, what, and how this is going to go on. I hope I can speed this up a little, because as I'm a 12-month subscriber, prepaid subscriber, so they've got all my money in for 1 year already. So I hope I can get a little bit further on. I know a lot of people out there are a lot further on than I am at the moment. I'm only on 6, and I know Wayne is in the 80s or 90s somewhere. So and my ecto1.com is a lot further on. I think he's almost in the 80s, so or further on than the 80s. I don't know, but that doesn't matter. So it is possible for them to send it out, but I don't know if they do it. So I'm going to find out, and hope to get some more, and then I can put some more issues out quicker. You will see them come out. Most probably, I will put them out in every 2 weeks, in 2 weeks intervals, or maybe 1 week intervals. I will have a look at that, and I've got 4 of them, I think. Have I? Yes, I've got 4, so I will put them out in week intervals, and you'll see them. This is the last one of those 6 issues that are coming out. Thank you very much again for watching, and thank you for sticking out all the way to the end. Remember, if you want this for yourself, have a look at the Eaglemoss website. They've got an English, a UK, a European, and a US website, so have a look at where, in whichever area you are, that you get to the right website. If you take it from the UK and you want it in the Netherlands, for instance, they will not do it, so you have to go to the right website, and you don't want to pay a lot of custom fees. So that is the other thing that you will be paying due to the Brexit. Thank you very much. Have a look at all my other builds. I've got quite a few. Ecto 1 is a brand new one of those. I've done 3 issues in total, 4 issues in total, I should say. And you'll see them come out in a week intervals, and hope you like them. And if you do, please like. And if you're not subscribed, just subscribe, and you can hit that bell notification if you want as well. With that, I'm saying thank you very much again. Again, like, subscribe, pass it on, and hope to see you next time, or on any of my other builds. And thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.